Hello friends, you're with a Lonesome Gamer, and I'm playing Dungeon Universalis. Now, we're right before the final battle, and there's one thing here with the tracker. I was doing very well, but then I realized, hey shit, I forgot that I spent fortune points. And for every fortune point, the dark player will get a point. So he is now exactly at 30. But still, I'm at 23, which isn't so bad. So, therefore, I think I might still have a chance to win the scenario if things don't go terribly wrong here. Now, the thing is, I haven't opened the door yet. But I already know what's behind there because I know the scenario, so therefore it doesn't really matter. But of course I have to do it, and there might be an obstacle here. So yeah, that means the cat will now try to open the door. And of course we have an obstacle. That's not good. That's a thief. Okay. Have activated after declaring that a door or chest is opened. It is understood that the door or chest was not opened. Okay. The dark player may spawn a creature. Initiative roll is required. If the creature wins, it steals 5 coins and a random object from the character. The object must always be chosen from those kept in the backpack of the character who is closest to the creature. Then the creature vanishes. If the character loses the roll, it loses its turn. Okay, so let's see. The thief is a human bandit with a broadsword and a leather armor. Okay, so the door is not open yet, and he's got to pay 1 point here, and okay, now let's see. Next spawns creatures in a newly revealed section. So I think, yeah, I gotta find out the rule how to place the thief. Okay, so basically it's about the perception rule. So the guy appeared here, and this guy is closest. So that means, yeah, we gotta simply do a perception roll here, and we got a +1 from the Warhound, and this is it. And that is pretty bad. So that was a 10, and I have a 5. Oh yeah. My goodness. Do I want to take a risk? And, you know, I think I'm going to spend that shitty fortune point. I don't want to lose all that stuff here. So I'm going to spend the fortune roll and hope that he's rolling a 5. That's a 7. So he still wins. And yeah, he just takes $5 and disappears. That's obviously really, really bad. And in addition, he steals a random object. I think this card is... Honestly, this card seems a little bit too tough. Yeah. But okay, I mean, so it's really painful. It just cost him 1 point, and we lose so much. So it's either the healing herbs or the axe. Okay, it's the healing herbs, so not a big difference here. Okay, yeah, that really sucked. That's a brutal card. And the 45 coins are also really, really painful. That's a lot of money. Okay, so yeah, this is that was the thief. And it's not getting much better now because, well, the problem is now we can open the door And so there are no more encounter cards here, but there will be anyway a group of guys equal to enemy spotted. We got to add 2 because it's a large section and we have 50 something value points. So that means, oh boy, that's a 7. 2 elf bandits, 3 human bandits with axe and shield. Okay, so we have here now 2 elf warriors with a longbow, 3 bandits with axe and shield, and here this guy has a scimitar and a shield. He has no other special abilities. I was a little lucky there. Problem is, I've drawn a card earlier on which says Vigilant Watchman, and that card was put onto the side until I activate a new creatures, have a new encounter, and this is the case here. So they have a +2 on their initiative roll, which is a disaster. In addition, we got to check if the room is dark or not. On a 1, the room will be dark. Okay, that is not the case because of this fireplace here. That tells you got to check that, if it is lit or not. So the room is dark, is not dark. And now we got to do the initiative roll, and this is going to be very, very dangerous. Now, I got a +2, while the others only have, they have a +3 basically. And if we don't win this, we are in a lot of trouble. So let's see. It's going to be very, very hard. And luckily we managed to win this. That is awesome. So yeah, that's a really important roll. So now it's not looking that terribly bad. So let's see what we can do now. I think I'll start attacking probably with her, this guy with his bow. So we go now into the first turn again, and I'm not sure. I think it's kind of like this. Oh no, the turns are no longer counted, right? If we enter the main room, which I will do with this guy this turn. So yeah, I might want to do that right now. So 1, 2, I'm going to enter here and I'm going to attack this guy. I go into berserker mode, I guess. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Actually, first, I'm going to do the war dance with her. With my sorceress. So let's see. Okay, that is very good. So for the next 6 turns, there's a war. This war dance gives us a +1 on all kinds of things. Then I'm going to attack here, and I go into berserker mode. So let's grab another die, and let's see. Oops, shit. There we go. So let's see. Okay, that's not so great. The guy has a shield. So let's see. So he's got a 3, but I think the axe is a -1 modifier. Yeah, so it might be still good enough. He basically has a combat value of 2. I have a combat value of 5. The berserker reduces this by 1, but the war dance gives me back a +1. So that means I actually win that roll. Yeah, I win that roll. So he can try to use his shield, but because I have a critical, he needs a 6. He doesn't have that. So that means I can do now 7 damage. That wasn't exactly great. So these are... Oh, wait a minute. What is his armor? Human Bandit. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. He has a shield and no leather armor. So therefore he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. That means we managed to kill him right away. Awesome. Okay, so I cannot attack a second time. I think, yeah, because I already did that. Okay. So now, oh boy, I can shoot with her at this guy, and I'm going to use my fast shooting ability. And let's see what happens. That was bad. So let's do another one. That was much better. That's a critical, and that means that I will do 5 damage against the elf. That is pretty good. Well, they got a 4, so that means I do 3 damage overall. So he is badly wounded. Excellent. I think he was he standing here? I think she might have been standing here. I don't remember really. Okay, and now it's the dwarf. Okay, I think the dwarf is actually 1, 2, 3 moving in here, attacking this guy. And he uses his fast strike. 3 dice. Oh boy, that was good. So the other guy can try to parry. He has a shield, but he needs a 6. Because of my critical, he doesn't have that. He only had a 3. So I can roll. I got this double-headed axe here. So I can roll, oh boy, a lot. 7 dice, and his armor is reduced and whatnot. Okay. Oh yeah, that wasn't so good. So I think I only do 3 damage. Wait a minute, he's got an armor of 3, but it is reduced by 1. No, so he only has an armor of 2, which means he's dead. Okay, so I think I'm done here. I don't want to... I mean, I could attack with the wolf, but I don't want to risk that. So I think I'm done. And maybe I should have moved with her. But that's too late now, I guess. Okay, so yeah, now it's these guys. And we start activating the shooters. Let's see. So the enemy which is easiest to hit, if we start with him, it's going to be the dwarf, I guess. Or, no, it's probably the Cyclops, because he only has an agility of 2. So he's going to shoot at him. That's a 7. That might be good enough. Yeah, that is good enough. And that is a critical, which is not good. So we're talking about 4 damage dice. However, he's got this studded armor, which is 1 less damage die. But it's still 4 dice. A longbow, yeah. Okay, so we take 2 damage. Okay, now it's this guy here. He's wounded. And let's see who he's gonna shoot. So again, he's not gonna attack the Cyclop, but either the dwarf or the cat lady. Now, the dwarf is easier to hit, but he's got to move to do that. So I think I'm going to do it 1, 2. I'm going to move here, and that brings now the dwarf into line of sight. 1, 2, 3. So he's going to roll a die. He moved 2 spaces. That gives him a -1 modifier. And that is a hit. So the dwarf now takes also 4 dice of damage, I guess, if I'm not mistaken here. So he takes 1 damage because he's got the chainmail. So now the leader will attack, and he will roll a die. That's the crazy thing. He will roll a die between these 3. He's not going to follow this equal distribution of hits. So he's going to roll a die who he's going to attack. The enemy which is easiest to hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can move up to 5 spaces. So I guess it's going to be one of these 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Cyclop is easier to hit because he is in Berserker mode, which gives him a -1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So he moves here, and he attacks the Berserker. That's looking good for the Berserker. He's fine. Now with his second attack, the guy has 3 attacks. So we got to roll again. Who's going to be the next target? The enemy with the lowest armor. Okay. So I guess now he's going to go for her. I'm pretty sure about that because she has... Well, I mean, she's got an armor of 4. And so does the Cyclops. The dwarf has a higher armor. So actually it's a pretty much 1, 2, yeah, it's between the Cyclops and the cat lady. So let's see, on a 1 or 2 it's going to be the cat lady. On a 1 to 3. So it's again the Cyclops. So yeah. And he managed to get away again. I think so, at least. That's not so clear. The guy has a 5, and I have a 4 because of my Berserker thing. So I'm definitely fine. No problem here. Okay, so with his last attack, let's see who he's after. That is a 5. So this is again the guy with the lowest armor. So again on a 1 to 3 it's going to be the cat lady, and it's again the Cyclops. So and again he managed to get away with it. Awesome. That is really impressive. What a great round he fought. Now I think at that point we might have a good chance to kill the others. So let's see, I'm going to start with the Cyclops. He is in Berserker mode, and he attacks the boss. And that is... That seems to be even, I guess. That's a tie. And that means the boss wins the battle. So I'm not sure about one thing, and that is the pushing with the shield. I think he can now push me away because he won the battle. So he's going to do that. And that prevents me from attacking again, if I'm not mistaken here. So I got to check that, though. So that's actually true. If during a combat roll with a shield, and I always forget that, if the defender wins the combat roll, then he can simply push me away. Yeah, these things are easy to miss. So now let's see what my goal is for now. I think I want to shoot with the cat twice on the leader. So let's do that. I didn't manage to do the first one. The second one is a hit. The leader can try to block, but he needs a 6, which he doesn't have. So I do now 4 damage. And one more. Okay, so that seems to be a single hit, because he wears a chainmail. So it's a single hit, but that's a start. Okay, and I want to step aside. And the reason is, and this guy also steps aside, I can now use the God Crush Them against this guy. I am in line of sight here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend my last 2 and we'll see, my last 2 mana, and I hope I'm successful here. And I'm not. Now I can use the experienced wizard thing and reroll. And I just did it. And actually I'm not successful. The reason is I already have an active spell, this one here. So I got a -1 modifier here, so I didn't make it. But that means that the spell was not casted, so I don't have to pay for it. But of course I lost this. So that was pretty bad. Now, yeah, that was really bad. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to attack again with the dwarf, and I'm going to use my fast strikes against this guy, my fast attacks. Okay, that seems to be probably not good enough. No, I could reroll. I wonder if I should. If I should spend the fortune to reroll. I think I will do that. So I'm gonna spend a fortune and reroll these 3 dice. He's got a 7, and that is much better. That's gonna be enough. That's an 11. So he can try to block that, but he's gonna need a 6, which he has. Holy crap, that's not good. However, I got this double-headed axe, which breaks the shield. I gotta check, but his shield is still intact, so he's a real monster here. He's got a shield, so I think he actually wins that. I should have used, oh boy, I should have used the trapper. Oh boy, I'm in a very bad, I'm not doing well here. Okay, so here's the thing, I'm going to force him to reroll that. He wins it by 1 point, so I got to force him to reroll that, and hopefully he's lucky. That's even better. Okay. So yeah, he wins that, he makes a lot of damage now, and I'm dead. I'm pretty sure about that. I don't know how much damage he does, a lot. Okay, wait a minute here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so he only did a single damage. I was super lucky here. Only the 6 was a hit. Okay, so we continue, And he has a second attack. And he's going to try to attack again the cat lady. But he's going to try to disengage. And I hope he's lucky this time. And that's a 6. That is good enough. So he can disengage. Now that's not going to be necessarily the cat guy. It's going to be one of the others. Or the cat lady. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could pretty much be everybody. Except for the dwarf. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's going to be the Cyclops. So he moves one space here. And then he attacks the Cyclops. Who is also in a terrible shape. He's got a 7, but he's in Berserker mode, so he loses that attack. He takes a hit there, that's for sure. So let's see how much damage he takes. Okay, he's dead, but I gotta spend a fortune. And if I roll a 5 or 6, the damage is prevented. Otherwise, I have to spend another fortune. I got to spend another fortune and I'm still alive. But this is not looking good anymore. Not at all. So now let's see who gets attacked by the leader. This is a terrible situation. The enemy who is easiest to hit. Who is that? I think the cat. Yeah, so he's going to move. He's going to try to disengage. And he manages to do so. And now he's going to go for the cat. And the question is, do I have line of sight here? I don't think so. I don't know, actually. I really don't know. It's tough. I don't know. I mean, it seems so. I think I do have line of sight. I mean, I don't think I can shoot between these two, I'm afraid. So that means he's going to move in here, and I cannot do a defensive shot. And I got to fight this guy, and, well, obviously this is not looking good. But I managed to win, I guess. Honestly, I don't know. So this is a 10. I got a -1 because I'm unarmed. He's got a 5, I got a 3. So, okay, let's see. I got a 9 overall. Plus 3 is 12. He's got a 6. A 7 plus 5 is also 12. Okay, so that's even. Luckily, he's got a lower agility than I have, so I win this. The problem is I somehow have to win this battle now. Otherwise, this is all over. And it's not looking good at all, but I somehow have to try everything now. So let's see. First, this guy turns around and he's still in Berserker mode. His odds are not the best. He's going to try to somehow destroy this guy here. Yeah. And that was good. It could have been enough, actually. That's a 10. It's a 9. He is also heavily wounded, so he's got a -2. So I'm afraid that's not enough. He could spend his last fortune, and I think I might actually try that. I'm going to do that. Okay, he didn't manage to do it. So, oh, you know what? I actually attacked from behind. So it was just enough. It was good enough because I attacked from behind, and that gives me a +1 modifier. So yeah, I managed to do a hit here. And that means I can do 5 damage dice because I'm wounded. Okay, these are 2 hits. That's pretty good. So that is pretty good. The guy has now 2 life points left. So I can mount... I can try to disengage with her. So let's hope I get this done, and I do. So I can move back, and then I'm going to shoot. That was a success. Yeah, it was just a success. I moved, so I gotta subtract 1, but it's still a success. And that means I'm allowed to roll 4 dice. And that was actually no success. I'm really considering re-rolling this, you know, spending another fortune, but that last 2 fortunes, they might save me, so I don't want to do that. Okay, now we got her, and she uses the green flame. So, yeah, the green flame, she rolls a die, and she is successful. So she's going to spend 1. And the target suffers 5 damage dice. And the adjacent target 2 damage dice, but only the enemy characters. Okay, so he takes 1 more damage. God damn it. Should I reroll that? You know, I'm going to reroll that. I got to bring this guy down. Otherwise, I don't survive another turn. So I got to reroll this. Come on. Still just 1 more damage. At least he's wounded. But... oh, you know what? I forgot the skill fold. This is a mess. This whole thing is a mess. I shouldn't have taken... yeah. The attack from him was not successful because of the skillful. That gives him a +1. So that means he only has a single wound and now 1 more wound. And this is looking really bad now. This guy is a monster. Sorry for the whole mess. So here's the thing. He should have now 2 wounds. And I'm pretty sure that I don't have any more markers. And this is all... this is getting a little bit out of control now. So... yeah, I'm really sorry. There's so many creatures with so many special abilities and all kind of crap. So this is really confusing. So the thing is, she did 1 damage. So he's at 2. This guy here, what was that? Didn't she do any damage with her dice, with her bow? Probably not. This guy, I think he has a 2nd attack because of the Berserker mode. I think I missed that 2nd attack. So I'm going to give that to him. And that is an 8. So that's not good enough. But there's still the dwarf. So the dwarf moves here. And he also tries to attack with his fast strikes. But he's also pretty badly fucked. He's in a very bad shape. So let's see what he can do. Okay, so that was pretty good. He's going to spend 1 to force a reroll here. Okay, that is a blunder. That's excellent. So we got to check if the scimitar breaks. It didn't. And we got to check if he can parry that. And he can't. So now we can finally do some damage. We do... well, I'm already kind of weak. So I do 5 damage dice. But I reduce his armor by 1. These are 2 hits. You know what? I'm going to spend my last fortune. I have to kill the guy. I just have to do it. Oh no, man, it looked so good. Again, 2 hits. He is wounded, but he's not dead. He still has 1 more life point. So it seems like the dog, he's got to do it. He's going to attack. We're throwing everything on him now. So the dog attacks, and, or the warhound. And that might actually be good enough. That's a blunder again by this guy. I got a 4. So I think that is good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. So let's see if the guy parries on a 5 or 6. He didn't. And now the dog can actually kill him if he's extremely lucky. So he's got fangs. That is 3 dice. Oh, come on, man. And there we go. Awesome. The dog killed the guy. That was just amazing. And that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the creatures have to do now a courage roll, and otherwise they will disappear. So let's see. The elf bandit. They need a 7. So let's hope they run away. Let's start with him. That's good enough. This guy, he blew it. So he is away, which is good. And this guy here, that is a 7. Is that good enough? Yeah, damn it, it's good enough. So they stay. So all these people stay. And this is now the next turn. Incredible. So if now the reinforcements come, this is over. Well, until now, that is not the case. Actually, you know what? We should have drawn another card, because at the end of when the boss fight comes, you're going to have a card all the time. So this is accuracy. It's too late for that now. So we're going to give that to somebody else. It's a +2 to the result of its attacks during the current turn. Okay, so he's got to spend another 2 here. That's not good. So this is going to be the elf bandit, because he has the highest victory points. That would have probably gone against the other guy, against the boss. But I mean, yeah, okay, but I missed that. I cannot undo all that now. So let's see what the elf bandits do now. Okay, so they attack again this guy here, and it's looking bad for him now. That is a hit, I assume. Maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got a -1 modifier. So, but yeah, it's actually a hit. So that's not good at all. He might die. Odds are that he will die. So that is he has 5 dice, because it was a critical, I guess, but he has still the studded armor. And look at that, I was super lucky. I'm still alive. 1 hit and I would have been dead. So I was really lucky here. And then it's this guy here, and he's gonna go for also for the enemy, which is easiest to hit, but not him, because he was already attacked. So it is probably, I don't know. It's the warhound. He's going to attack the warhound, I guess. Or maybe him. I mean, he is already, yeah, he's probably going to attack him, because he's wounded. Yeah, he's going to go against him. And we're good. We're safe here. So, lucky me. Okay, now let's see what I can do to somehow win this. This is just, it's just insane. Okay, so I think what we have to do is we somehow got to go to safety here, and we can disengage because he's busy with the hound. So we go 1, 2, 3. We just go to the side, and this is it. And this guy, well, what he actually, that is a quick action. He drinks this thing, and he's now again, he recovered 4 points, so he's fine again. And now he's going to attack this guy, and it was only a quick action, so that's okay for him. So now we do an attack here, and that is a 7. And I forgot to, I can roll again one more die. Okay, that wasn't great. So it's again a 7, but I got to subtract 1, which brings me to an 8, to a 6. Oh god, and a -1 for this shit. So, oh boy, this is all so complicated. This is so complicated. So I'm down to a 5. I think he's got a 3. So I think it's a tie. Yeah, and because he's got a shield, he wins that. So then and he can actually push me back, and he's gonna do that, I guess. Then the dog attacks, and yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. And he's doing good. The dog did manage to win that. So he does 3 dice of damage. So he does 2 damage, but the guy could block that with a 5 or 6, and he did. Okay. So then I'm gonna use my green flame again. Yeah. I have 1 more mana. I'm gonna use that. 1 last mana. And that was a success. So I guess I do 5 damage dice here. Oh, look at that. There's the war dance. Damn it, I forgot the war dance. I forgot the war dance all the time. I could have killed the leader with the... Oh, what the fuck. This is getting out of hand here. This whole combat is pretty much out of control. I'm really sorry for that. But this is just too heavy. This is just too much. So let's see. Okay, so these were 3 damage, I guess. Sadly only 3, but it's a start. So he's wounded. And what I want to do is, yeah, I think I want to try to shoot with, yeah, I'm gonna, that was a mistake. I'm gonna shoot him again. That's tricky. You know what? I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. I can do that. Yeah, and then I'm gonna shoot the shooter. And that was a miss. Was it? Yeah, that was a... Yeah. And a second shot. That was good, I guess. It's a 6. I got a modifier of -2 because I moved. So, no, it was also a miss. Shit. So, actually, I rolled a 7, and it wasn't a 6. So I can, it is a hit. And that means I get 5 damage dice and I do 2 damage. So, do I? Yeah, 2 damage. And now it's them. Gosh. I'm messing around here. So it's this guy now, and he's attacking the wolf. So let's see. And we got to draw another one of these. Oh, gosh, I can't do it anymore. You know, that's the thing. This is too much. I got to admit that the problem is I'm tired, and I shouldn't do that when I'm tired because it's just too brutal. There's so much going on. We got the accuracy here, which I forgot. We have all kinds of wounds. You know, this guy is wounded. My guys are all wounded, which is extra modifiers. We got all the skills. We got the axe, which gives a -1 on him. The shield. Boy, this is all so fucking crazy. And I made tons of mistakes. The wardens, I forgot the wardens all the time. It's ridiculous. It really is. So I don't know, man. I'm just gonna draw another card here. And that says healing a creature of the dark player's choice automatically heals. Great. So that means he's got to spend another 2 points. And that means this guy is totally fit again. And now he's going to attack the wolf. And let's see what that means. Okay, I'm fine here. Now, I think at least I'm probably somewhere at turn 3 or something. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. So I'm fine here. And then this guy shoots, and I should have done that before. At one of the 2, the dwarf is easier to hit. So that's a 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's a hit, I guess. So that means the dwarf takes damage equal to 4 dice. And that is no damage at all. I was lucky here. Okay, now I really hope I can finish that. It's about time. So let's see. I want to shoot here again. I can shoot twice. Okay, that was a hit. Because I didn't move, so that's a hit. And I can roll 4 dice. And that's it. The guy is dead. Boy. And now here, I think now we can finish him off. We got 3 dice against 2 dice here. That should be good enough. I'm no longer wounded. Got a -1 because of that, but that's still more than what he has. But I got to subtract another 1, but I got a +1 from here. I got to subtract 1 for the fast attacks. But still, this is good enough. He only has a combat strength of 3, -1 for the shield, so he's down to 2. This is clearly good enough. So I do damage, but he can try to parry it with a shield, and fuck it, he managed to do so. I don't believe that. Great. Oh boy. Let's see what the wolf can do. Okay, that was not good enough. So I don't believe it. It's another fucking turn. I mean, there's not a lot she can do. She only has a dagger. No, she's not doing anything there. Okay, fortitude, that gives this guy... He's stunned. Creatures are stunned and knocked down. The dark player creature will get +2 to its strength. Oh boy. Okay, he gets a +2 to its strength. Now he's going to attack, and he's going to attack the wolf, I guess. And that is not going to be good enough. So then it's again us, and now I can do an attack here with my dwarf again. Oh boy. Okay, that didn't work out, and he can push me back, which is just good for me because now I can turn around and I'm going to shoot the guy now. Okay, that's it. Come on. Let's finish this. I got 6 dice. Okay. Finally. Boy, was that a pain. That was just too much. Boy, I really got to recover from that. That was a horrible battle. It was much worse than fighting the giant, for example. That was incredible. It was just incredible. And it was too much. I mean, serious. This was, I don't know why, but maybe because I'm tired, but there was just too much going on this time. Hilarious. I'm really exhausted. That was tough. That was really tough to do. Sorry for all the mistakes. I really have to apologize for that, but it was just too much, and yeah, I don't know. There were so many things to keep track of, and all these cards, all these different modifiers. Usually it's always the same thing, but it's not that hard for me to do. But I think this time, because all the guys were wounded, and it seemed so hard this time. I don't really know why it was. But yeah, so I hope the next battle will work out a little better. Maybe it was also just, I don't know what it was. I cannot tell. Anyway, so we're going to search the bodies. So if I'm not mistaken, I can roll 9 dice. 4 for the leader. And we got then 5 enemies. So I think I can roll 9 dice here. 3, I need 1 more die. Well, 4 coins, not that great. But I also get a common item, I think, for the 2 6s. So it's 4 coins. I mean, that's something. And okay. And there's still a chest back there. I can try to open that chest. And then, yeah, we're going to get a common item. Let's see what that just a moment. Okay, I ended up with some beer. That's something. And yeah, now let's see if we can open that chest. So the next day, and I'm a little bit of a better shape now. And I really thought about not uploading this mess, but now I think I'm gonna do it. So I also lost track here with these points, but I'm not sure how much of the fortune I spent. I think at least 6 or something probably. So I guess I'm somewhere at 42 or something. Now the question is how much points I make. Well, definitely not 20. So therefore, I guess I can stop counting there too. And so what is it I want to do now? I still have a couple of healing herbs here that I think are pretty important for the Cyclop. So I guess, so from now on we have basically again unlimited time because this thing is no longer counting. So I can pretty much freely move around in this room because I can theoretically arrange to always move in a way that there are safe zones. So basically, simply what I'm going to do is we're going to all stand around the chest here, just like this, and so also bring the dog here. Okay, great. I'm going to give him the healing herbs. He's going to use them, and now I hope for a solid roll. D3, that's what they heal. Oh, that's awesome. That's a 6. That is very good. So he recovers 3 points and has now only 3, or he has now 4 life points left. So definitely some improvement. That brings me in a better shape, for example, for the traveling events. So now we're going to try to open that chest, and let's hope that we don't have to face another obstacle here. So simply going to roll a die. Okay, that is not an obstacle. Now we could try to unlock the chest, and this guy, if he gets rid of its chainmail, which he can simply do, as I said, we have unlimited time. It takes a turn to do that, and as long as he wears the chainmail, he has a -1 on dexterity, and he's got the picklocks, he's got the skilled hands, and that brings him to a 2, so he basically needs an 8 to do that. And he has that. He managed to unlock the thing. Otherwise we would have had to break it, which would probably not have made a big difference, because yeah, there are no... I don't think we're going to have another encounter, but you never can't be completely sure about that. So we open this thing, and that means we are now allowed to draw a treasure card. Let's see what that is going to be. Let's find a die here. That's number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 coins and a random potion. Okay, that could have been worse. So, and I'm gonna shuffle all this stuff together and then draw one. Not sure what that random potion actually means. Is that an unidentified potion, where we have to determine the effects when we go to a herbalist, for example, or an alchemist? Or is that really a random potion from the deck? I don't know. I think I'm going to make it an unidentified potion. So the guy keeps that, and I got to remember that I go to a herbalist and he's going to identify that thing then. Okay. So that's it. And now I might consider entering this room here. Maybe I can search it. Maybe I'm gonna find a couple of bugs there. Of course, there's always a risk of a trap, but I mean, do I need that money? You know, I think I feel about leaving. I'm not in the best shape anymore, so I don't want to. On the other hand, I have 2 fortune left, so you know what, I think I'm going to do it. So, going to put on the chainmail, and then with her, I'm going to move here, and of course also with the others. Don't take any risks. And we're going to try to open the door here. And that is an obstacle. That isn't great. And that is a reinforced door. So we could pass a dexterity test. So yeah, I think we're gonna try the same thing. Move like this. The guy will do it. We have unlimited time. We already said that. And now he's gonna try to pass the dexterity test here without his chainmail, and it seems like he actually did it. Very good. Yeah. Awesome. So that would have given me 2 additional points here on this track, but I don't think that that would have made a difference. Okay, as a reward, you are paid 5 coins per heroes, and we get 1 experience point and 1 one for the wolf, 1 for the hero who knocked out the leader. Well, yeah, sadly that's none. I think she doesn't get it. I think that is actually the wolf or the warhound who gets it then. So therefore, we all get 1 point, 1 experience point. Let's see if that helps somebody. I don't know. Oh yeah, actually it does, I think. I think that, if I'm not mistaken, the dwarf and the cyclops, they have now 3 experience points, and she has 2, and I think she has 1. Okay, so this is it for now. We're gonna travel to rescue Daniel, but before that we gotta go somewhere, take a break, go to an inn, yeah, recover, and because we're not in a great shape anymore. That was a tough adventure. Again, I really have to apologize. Was pretty much a mess, but I'm gonna load it up anyway. Maybe someone will have some fun struggling me here with all these terrible modifiers. Okay, yeah, hope to see you on the next video or lonesomegamer.com.